All right, Mopar people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justmoparjoe. Apparently, I broke the internet when I painted this black the other day. But I did mention that this is not my car. Maybe I can try to bring some clarification to you here. All right, so imagine that I am an apple farmer. This is not my apple farm, but I'm picking apples on this apple farm. My job is to pick the apples on this apple farm like the owner of the apple farm wants. So even if we don't agree with the kind of apples that I'm picking, I still have to pick them. So along with painting under the hood, I'm also going to paint the outside of this car. Let me show you the car and why it actually needs painted. I know a lot of people out there say it doesn't. Drive it like it is, it's perfect and wonderful and whatever. But if you see that trunk lid right there, let's go look at it. So here it is in the perfect light, and you can tell this trunk lid was spray painted with a spray paint can, just like I did under the hood. So if we'd like to correct this, we're going to use a paint gun. But the owner of this apple farm also wants the rest of the car painted to match, because the roof was also spray painted and the hood. I think what had happened is that the car faded, the sun faded it over time. So someone had just took a red can of spray paint, and instead of letting this just rust down to nothing, they shot some red paint over it and tried to make it match. So other things need to be corrected on here. And because this car is such a large boat, I'm going to break it up into sections when I paint it. I'm not painting the jambs, if you can see here, under there. Looks pretty good. Also in here, also they're pretty nice. There's a little metal scuff, but I'm not getting paid to farm those apples. I'm getting paid to make the rest of these apples all look the same. And this will be a nice apple farm when it's done. Can I stop saying apples now? So here's what I'm doing. Pulling the emblems, grill, bumpers, mirrors, and these lock mechanisms. If I'm in that door anyway, I can get that piece of trim off and that door handle if it's not a lot of trouble. If not, they can stay on there and get taped around. All the other trim around the windows is getting a nice professional mask job. I will pull the wipers off so I can paint that cowl and the tail lights. Other than that, I have 4 rolls of masking tape. The car's gonna be nice when it's done. Let me show you how I got it sectioned up here since it's so large. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the hood and the deck lid at the same time. Those are my number 1s. And my reason will be, I'm going to actually get the car out of the shop, pull those off the car, and have them on my dollies here so I can do all my work to them, paint them, get less trash in them, and they have a better finish, because those are the 2 big flat spots people will walk up and look at, and they need to be really slick. So the car's getting base clear. After I do those, I'm gonna do my front fenders. So fender and fender. So I'll bring the car back in. I can do my front fenders. Everything else back here, if it gets overspray, that's fine. Obviously, I'll have the glasses taped off and chrome. But if there's some overspray on this stuff, I haven't done my finish sanding. I won't have my finish sanding done on the 3rd area here, which is the doors. So I'll do all 4 doors at once. And then my big final section, I can, after these are drying, I can go ahead, mask them off. I'll do my rocker panels. See, there's no transition here. Looks like they ran it over a curve or something, but scuff that up. But I'll do my rocker panels, which will go into the quarters, and there's also no transition here. So all of this, the rear trunk piece, the entire top, and these sail panels. I think you call it a sail panel. Also this upper filler piece, whatever you call it. So that'll break me up into 4 painting sections. It will waste a little bit of paint, I understand, but it'll get a better job in the end. So I'm gonna see today what I can get accomplished on pulling some stuff apart. I'll probably do it in sections instead of having everything torn down, laying all over, since I already have a mess in here. Do it step by step. So if I'm doing the ones, I might actually can leave this stuff on, prep the ones and get them painted, because I even need to do the underneath this hood. Get that stuff done, and I'll have the car finally planned out here. So while I went ahead and pulled the grill out, I didn't notice this bumper's got a big lump right there up. And the more I started looking, it's actually low on this side. And I think I can take a lot of that out and make it look a lot better, at least straight across the top. The bottom is all kinds of funky, wavy, and whatever, but just before I pop this off here, I think I can give it a quick repair. Won't take me just a second. And this could be one of those deals that makes your car look a little better with not a great deal of effort. Your standard block of wood. I'm gonna hold it right there and try to tap down on that. Y'all let me know if it moves. A little bit more. It's moving. It looks real nice. That's it. She's still a little wavy through here or something, but I'm not messing with that. I just got the big ugly out of there. She looks better. Bumper's really in pretty good shape to be original. And if y'all saw my other painting stuff, I usually hit them with some fine steel wool after I'm done painting, put them back on and stuff. Make the car look nicer. So here's where I'm at so far. Grill's out, bumper's off. I got the emblems off. And I wanted to show you a little bit difference in color there. This other side has definitely been painted. It's very much thicker and a different color. This 440 emblem was kind of a pain. That front stud was sticking way up the wazoo there. These were super ridiculous. I had to pull these, I guess, 2 dust covers off, whatever. They're in really nice shape. But they, to me, they look original still. Let me roll up under here and I'll show you some stuff that I found. So this is driver's side. You can see those holes for the emblems. And I'll throw my light. Got this little Bondo trail. So had some damage there before. It's kind of, in my mind, hard to tell. I mean, the car was originally red. You can see that everywhere. But that it wasn't the original paint outside on most of it. But seeing stuff like that, we'll go to the other side. Here's that other side. Got us 2 little Bondo buddies right there. A little bit of rust up there, not bad. These look really good inside. Let me look in the back. So right here, you can see some Bondo wiped and the coat of many colors. Bondo right there. Lots of good body work on that one. See the ripples and stuff. Maybe on this whole side, inside there. There's one. Had a little drill spot and such. This is even dented in right there. So they didn't replace that inner fender. I don't guess I'll blame them when they did that repair, but yeah, another good reason why this thing can get paint, get some of that stuff fixed. I'll probably smooth over that big ugly there, take a lot of that old Bondo off. but she's many layers there too. It's gonna be a lot better when it's done. Y'all just hang out. Also, if you remember me saying that I was going to tape around this trim, somebody had my exact idea before. You see that overspray? I think I can do a little better job than that. And I'm gonna go by and clean it with some double alt steel wool after we're all said and done. But I had a little hit spot right there. See where it's caved? Got my handy dandy magnetic Craftsman flashlight here. It sticks real good to the hood, top of the fender. How about side of the fender? Starting to grab a little right there. Yep. Remember, nothing. It'll stop right there. Definitely got hit here. I just want to show y'all that. I know y'all know the magnet trick, but time to call it for the day. All my emblems off, grills out, bumpers off, wipers off. I went ahead and took the antenna nut and such off. I've seen a lot of cars just pull that up, wrap it in masking tape, which I guess I can use my Colleen's tip and wrap that in aluminum foil. Well, yeah, she's getting ready to sand soon. The hood looks perfect except for that. And I kind of trace it back to, it's here. If you can see it on that line. The radiator's actually up a little bit. So move you back. There's my spot. The radiator would only be here. So I have no idea what could have gouged that right there. Don't know. Not sure. Anyway, I do believe the paintwork's going to move pretty quickly on this car, and that's what I'm after. I don't like to sand one, leave it bare metal for very long, unless it's mine and it's sitting over there. But for this, I want to get it knocked out. I'll have the transmission dropped off at the rebuild shop, and I'll be doing some paint work while it's getting worked on. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you next time.